Who is Vigneshwar? Change your name with your roll number. Vigneshwar. You can identify by only your roll number only. Fine. So up to previous classes, we were discuss about SQL. Okay. There is some commands to execute queries. Okay. So here coming to theoretical part, what is the way of representation for the queries? So there are two types of languages, procedural and non-procedural language. Coming to relational algebra. Okay, so this is going for second module. So relational algebra is a procedural query language which takes as a relation as input and giving output as a relation. Means here relation is nothing but table. Okay, so one table as an input and giving the result as an output as a table. Okay, so here mainly provides theoretical, not practical implementation. Okay, what is the step-by-step procedure can you obtain by using the results? By using some symbolic notations only, we have to represent these queries. Okay, same SQL queries can be represented by using some symbolic notations. So what are the symbols you have to use and how it represents? Meanwhile, you have to observe. Here, there are some relational operators like select, reject, union, intersection, difference, Cartesian product, and rename operations. So what is the symbolic notation for select operation? Before going to that, what is the meaning of selection? What is the meaning of projection? Okay, so union, difference, I mean intersection, these are all common words in mathematics, SSC mathematics. Okay, there is no obstacle meaning or the similar meaning when you compare to in these relations also. Okay, so coming to selection and projection. Okay, minimum one relation is needed for selection, projection, and renaming. So minimum two relations or same relation in two times are needed for remaining operators. Means union needs two relations, intersection needs two relations, difference needs two relations, partition product also needs two relations. If you have to take one relation, means one relation can be duplicate to other, then only this operator will work, because these are binary operations. Just you have to observe. What is unary relational operation? Select, project, to rename. Minimum one relation is needed for that. So next, what are the main relational set theory operations? Union, intersection, difference, and partition products. What are the binary relational operations? Means join and division. So now we have to discuss about selection, projection, renaming first thing. So what is meant by selection? Selection is used to select required tuple of the relations. Means what the user wants from the table. So based on that condition only, we have to select the rows. So that what is the representation of that selection is nothing but sigma. Okay. So here see, observe the syntax, sigma p r. Here r is nothing but relation. Relation is nothing but here table name. P is nothing but condition. What condition you have to apply on that table? That tuples, that specific tuples can be derived from that table. Here sigma is nothing but selection. Okay, so what are the operators are used for condition? Equal to, not equal to, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to. These are the relational operators can be used for the specific condition. Just take one example. loan relation. Here branch name, loan number and amount is the column names in loan relation. Now I want to display branch name with the name of Perry Ride. With the name of Perry Ride, what are the branch names? I mean, branch rows are available. What is the data related to that specific branch? So what is our condition? We have to display every attribute data in loan relation, right? So the table name is loan. What is our condition? Branch name equals to Perry Ride. So that have to be right in this manner. That have to be right here. P condition. Okay. Just here you have to observe sigma branch name equals to Perry Ride. Means what? This is the condition that we have to return before the relation name. This is the relation name, means this is the table name. Loan is the relation name and condition is nothing but branch name equals to Perry Ride. So what are the Perry Ride specific tuples has to be displayed as output. So this is not practical implementation. Based on that representation, we need to give this type of output. Okay. So next, coming to projection. Project means display. What are the attributes you have to needed? What are the tables you have to needed? You have to mention there. This operation shows the list of those attributes that we wish to appear in the result. So the symbolic notation for this is nothing but pi. Here notation is nothing but pi a1, a2 and so on an of r, means r is a relation, a1, a2 are the attributes of that specific relation. Okay, next, customer relation. So here you have to display what? Customer name and customer city where he has to live. That's enough. Street is not enough. Street, I don't want a street name, only name and city name. So that's why we are giving this type of attributes from that customer list. This will gives the output like this, name and city only. Okay. So next, renaming. For example, renaming operation. Here final we have to write. So the rename operation is used to rename the table name, output table name. Suppose I want to change my student table as student 1. I will give, okay. So for that type of condition, we have to give the syntax like this. Row. The symbolic notation for renaming is nothing but row, comma student 1 comma student, means new table name comma old table name. The here the output of student is changed as student 1. Okay, unary operators. Are you understand? Are you understand, ma? Next coming, go for binary operations, set operations. Are you understand, everyone? At least one person put it in the chat box. Are you understand or not? Is there any doubts in that operators outputs? Just give me a reply, ma'am. Just give me a reply. Anyone can reply in the chats. Are you understand or not? No. every inactive state, right? So next we have to go for union operation. Suppose there are two tuples R and S. There is two relations we have to take, and then just we have to take. Suppose there are two tuples or two relations R and S. Union operation contains all the tuples that are either in R or S, or both in R and S. So it eliminates what? Duplicate tuples. It combines R tuples and it combines S tuples. What are the common in and S? Also output, but it eliminates the duplicate tuples. What is the symbolic notation for this union is here U. So what are the specific conditions for union relation means R and S means suppose we have to take two types of relations, right? They must have the attribute of the same number of attributes ఉంటేనే మీకు యూనియన్ ఆపరేషన్ అవుతుంది, అదర్వైజ్ ఇట్ విల్ నాట్ వర్క్. Duplicate tuples are eliminated automatically after applying these operations. See example here: union, depositor relation and borrower relation. So depositor relation having two column names and borrower relation having two columns. So here the what is input we have to give here: customer name means from borrow relation we have to take customer name. Union, from depositor table we have to take customer name. You have to combine. The union means what? Duplication names are eliminated, and the names which we have to display both depositor and borrower table. Okay, so for this is an example here. Jones is a duplication. Here you have to observe Jones is there and is there. Only one time the output for Jones. So you have to observe Johnson two times are there. Okay. So here you have to observe Johnson only once, because we have to combine only customer name who are present for the specific deposit. Okay. So like this intersection, you know the meaning of intersection. There are two tuples and S. We have to take the intersection operation contains all the tuples that are in both R and S. We have to take. So just here you have to observe what is the common tuples between R and S only will be displayed. The same scenario you have to apply with the instead of union you have to apply in section. What is the you have the customer name output? What are the common names? Smith and Jones is the common name between those two tables. Next, set difference. Suppose there are two tuples R and S. The set intersection operation contains all the tuples are in R but not in S. Means you have we have to take two relations. It will display all the tuples in R. The tuples are not present in S, then only the output will be displayed. Okay, the output, uh, what is the output contains? It contains the tuples that are present in only R but not in S. Okay, so that type of output is can be obtained by using set difference. The set difference symbolic notation is nothing but here minus. Okay, so here observe. bar customer name minus customer name for depositor means Jackson, Hayes, Williams, and Curry is not present in the depositor table. Just you have to check it at least once. Williams. Williams is not present in depositor table. Here is the depositor table. So in the borrow table it is there, but Williams is not there in depositor table. So that is the difference you have to observe. Set difference. Next, coming to Cartesian product. Here the Cartesian product is used to combine each row in one table with each row in another table. For example, one table contains two rows and another table contains three rows. What is the output means 2 into 3 means 6. M into n rows as a output because each tuple in first relation can combine with each and every tuple in second relation. So that is the meaning of cross product. It is denoted by cross x. Okay, for example, here you have to observe here three tuples in employee table and three tuples in department table. The output of employee cross department is nothing but 3 into 3, 6. Just here you have to observe Cartesian product, one with the department A, one with the department B, one with department C, two with the department A, two with the department B, and two with department C, three with A and 3 with B and 3 with C. All the 9 rows will be displayed as cross product output. Just here you have to observe. All of you understand by set operations and unary operation. Then we have to go for join. If you have any doubts, please ask me in the chat box. I'll give 2 minutes time, or otherwise you have raised your hands. I'll ask questions for them. Just ask me. If you have any doubts, please ask me in the chat box. Next, go for joins. Join operations. Here you have to observe what is meant by join and what are the types of join. Join operations is essentially is a Cartesian product followed by a selection criteria. Means we have to give the conditions based on that condition only. We have to join those two relations. What type of conditions you have to observe? What are the types of joins? Here various forms of join operation are there. Uh, Main types is inner join and outer join. There are three more inner joins, three more outer joins are there. What are the types of inner joins? Here, what is meant by inner join? First, we have to see the matching criteria are to be included while the rest are excluded. What is the matching criteria? So here, coming to first type, theta condition means you have to give the condition. Means which tuples are less than to which, I mean, here so many operators are used for condition like less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, equals to, not equals to, anything. If you have to give the condition for specific equal to, then it is coming to equijoin. Means specific matching criteria will be displayed. What are the equal common columns are there that will only to be displayed. Okay, natural join. Here natural join means duplication of attribute can be eliminated automatically, while the other remaining all the fields are to be displayed as output for the natural join. Just here you have to observe theta is the general case. We have to give the condition. Means for the column 2 values which are greater than, for the column 2 values b, that only can be displayed. Here greater than is the condition. We have to give the condition at specific point. The representation of theta join is nothing but here this is the join symbol theta. Okay, so next equijoin. When a theta join uses only the equal to symbol, then it is becomes to equijoin. Here you have to use equals to. Equijoin is the most difficult operations to implement efficiently in SQL. Okay. So here natural join, already I told that what is natural join means. What are the common fields has to be uh, identified and then remove one thing. Means there is no need of number field as two times because those two are same common data type and same column name also. Then only natural join will be applicable. Here natural join can only be performed if there is a common attribute between the relations. Then only it will be applicable. The name and type of the attribute must be same. Okay. So this is the natural join way. So next, what are the types of outer joins? Types of outer join is nothing but left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. So what is the output for left outer join? We know what is join, what are the conditions. Based on that condition, we have to display, right? So in left outer join, coming to all the tuples related to left relation has to be displayed, and what are the common things between right relation also has to be displayed. The other excluded relations has to be values put to be null, like this. This operation allows keeping all tuples in the left relation. However, if there is no matching tuples found in right relation, then the attributes of right relation in the join result are filled with null values. What are the not matching tuples that we have put as null values? So just here you have to observe consider two tables. First table contains squares, second table contains cubes. Okay, left outer join means all the tuples present in right, means left has to be displayed 2, 3, 4. The respective squares are there in the same relation. In this, what are the excluded columns here? Cube is the excluded column. Just we have to give cube, but there is no value for 4 specific cube. Okay, we have to put null value for this thing. So in the same manner, right order join, we have to display all the tuples at the right side, and then what are the not matching tuple, we have to put null value for the left hand, left. Full outer join means we have to display all the tuples. Like what? We have to combine both two tables and then display it as here. Why we have to put null value here? Why we have to put null value here? You have to observe. Means left outer join and right outer join is the combination of full outer join. First three are left outer join, next three are these three, 2, 3, 5 are the right outer join. So here we have to put null value based on the left outer join. Here we have to put null value based on the right outer join. So full outer join is the combination of left and right outer join. So this is the output of full outer join before the tables. So are you understand? Are you understand all the operators coming to relational algebra? Ma, all of you understand? Anyone can reply in the chat box. All of you understand all the operations. Is there any doubts? Raise your hands. If you have any doubts, please ask me regarding relational algebra. Internally, we have to convert SQL query as relational algebra expression that can be taken as query optimizer as input. Then it will convert into query execution plan will be converted as the internal code, executable code. Anyone can reply in the chat box. Some students are can be raised for AAT doubts. You see it. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss with the practical examples by using some commands like union, intersection, difference, minus. Okay, SQL prompt I can explain each and everything join. Okay, no doubts. Okay, thank you.